Alright, so I think I'm doing the inside of this car. Possibly the wheels. I haven't decided for sure. Alright, so I guess the first thing I need to do is move a couple of things. I know I want to use a white and a green on a couple of cars. Dang, I did not mean to leave. Let's see. So I guess the first thing I gotta do is move the cars I want to take the interior from to my auto shop. I just spent a little bit of time trying to decide which cars I was going to do that, or what colors I suppose. Let's see, this is not where I want to be. Right, which one? I guess I'll end up flipping the color or the wheels anyway afterwards, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go this one. I'd say it's a nice color car though. Whoops. I swear every update they come out with, somehow they make the traffic look worse. Like who's driving down the road and they swerve into oncoming traffic that they're like worried about? It's ridiculous. But I feel like the last couple months that's all GTA traffic does. I think they're doing that on purpose. Make you spend money in repairs so that way in theory you'll buy shark cards. Alright, so this is the car I'm taking the interior from. So you gotta have it in your auto shop. Let's see. I guess I could send that. So then this one, I can't run in here. This car is currently in my magic slot. I was playing around with the cop car yesterday. You could tell it's like completely back to stock. Alright, so now I just need, so I got orange in here, white in here, blue in here, green. I think I need green. I will say I'm going to be making a video in the next day or two on how to get The cop belt, I'm going to be putting that on a couple of outfits. Probably something with joggers. Making something that way. Let's see. Yeah, no, unfortunately this is the boring part. I wasn't sure at what part in the process to start streaming this, but I figured might as well put the whole thing on. Other than the point on where I chose which cars I wanted to do some flipping on. Dang, I keep heading to the CEO. Well, that's descriptive. I guess I'll send this back. I think, yeah, because this has black. Alright. Alright, so I was planning on doing like 3 colors. So I guess I'll do that. So we got orange in here, white. Can't tell, but we got blue, green, and then this one's black. Just happens to be in here. I don't need all these colors. I think I'm doing the green off the Joker car and the white. Yeah. Alright, so now again my magic slot's the car right here, the Granger. So now that I got the cars that I'll need down the road for the color swap in here, I'm going to go ahead and go to the facility. Now I've got Zancudo. So just save some time since I'm in an invite only session. It takes like no time to load. Now, since I loaded in, I find it's best to just go ahead and like exit the facility is the first thing you do. Alright, so let's call the car.
What you need, boss?
So now this
Some
is the
wheels?
car
I
that
can bring
I'm
'em
putting
around.
the interior into. So I'm going to be duplicating this onto my magic slot. Which one do I want to do first? I guess I'll do the Mustang. I think that's, yeah, muscle car garage. This one.
I'll bring it by.
So I've got this car and it's like practically completely unselected white, except the interior's not done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the white inside this too. So it's got the white wheels, you know, the outside, all that. The windows are clear. I thought about doing clear again, but I'm just gonna put the green on it. Drive it in. Where is this full? 4. Okay, perfect. I think I'll change it just to make sure it's... I mean, I guess you could tell with the wheels that it flips, but I'll take it off of the white to make it a little easier. Alright, so take it into the Avenger.
Hello.
Let's see, respray. Guess I'll just make it, what, black? Is that easy to tell? Yeah, black.
Looking damn fine.
Let's change the one thing, back it out. Just so it'll be easier to notice once it flips to white. I mean, the wheels will change, and if I care about putting those back, I'll have to flip it sort of again, but once you're already most of the way through, it's pretty easy to do the wheels. I don't know, I guess we'll see how they come out first. Get in, drive it outside. Return it. Call out a random car. You don't lose it or anything, so it doesn't really matter what it is. I've been so slow to do these dupes because they take so freaking long.
I'm on the clock. What
I'll
you
probably
want?
just
Some
switch it
wheels?
with one of the zillion LGs I've got like everywhere.
I'll get there as soon as I can.
So I just get in it. Let's see. Drive it back in. And at this point, pretty much replace any car you're not duplicating. And just get back in the car we are duplicating. So this Mustang. Put it in the Avenger again. This time we should be on foot.
Hey there.
Perfect.
10-4.
Now we just hang out. Wait till this takes us out. Now what's interesting about this part is, depending on where I walked, I found it spawned you to a different secondary facility. Like if you head back towards the camera, it took me farther away. So it's kind of wild. I haven't really confirmed that, but if you go forward a few steps, it like always seems to take you out right here. Just interesting. Alright, so then you'll call out the car. So I guess your magic slot at this point, which for me again is that, currently it's that Granger in
You're through
my
to your
auto
garage.
shop.
You need me to bring you a ride?
So auto shop, Granger.
I'll bring it to you.
Since this is what's going to be taking the duplicate. Alright, perfect, there it is. So this doesn't always work 100% of the time, jumping over here, but it's so much faster that I'd rather just try it. So go ahead and launch the job. Wait till it asks you to host. Join someone in a different targeting mode. Whoops. Accept, decline. Once you get booted from the job, go inside. Enter the office. What's cool too is you don't need a car. I don't know if you still are supposed to for the duplicating. Pick a garage. Like before, I know when this first came out with the clean plate way, I was grabbing a street car and going into the garage, and that was like iffy on whether or not it would work. Now don't you have to, if you go in through the CEO office, you don't even really have to get a street car, so it saves a little time there. Alright. Now here's the moment of truth. You can see the car on the map outside. This is what we want. Now this is the part where you'll find out whether or not it worked. We should get the option to change something on it. Perfect. So now we'll hit right, access the vehicle. Literally change something on it, doesn't matter what. Just change that. Exit the vehicle. And now we've duplicated that, well, this car onto our magic slot. Like you can see on the picture on the bottom left, it's showing the Granger. But as soon as I recall this back to storage, it's gonna switch. Alright, cool, so now that's what it is. So now for the next part, since that's on the magic slot, the plate and all of that, it's gonna change, so it doesn't matter. We don't need to worry about getting it to a clean plate. Also, I don't plan on selling it, so it doesn't really matter. So now I'm just going to change my location to my bunker for the next part, and then go ahead and change the sessions. After doing that duplication too, it kind of glitches you out. So this way you're also now going to be like unglitched, I guess. Alright, so perfect. Head outside so we can fast travel. Or I guess job teleport. Now head to the auto shop. Also, if you're doing stuff like this, I would strongly suggest getting these jobs. They're pretty handy to have one outside the auto shop and one outside your CEO. Alright. This is kind of like, I don't know how to feel about this part of coming out of this job, like the glitch. Like, my music, like the stereo in the car is currently on, like, I'm walking around, but I can control, like, the radio. It's kind of going wild. Turn it off and then it's gone. Alright, so now the car that we're, see there it is. My magic slot's now the Mustang. I keep it here just because I know exactly which spot it's in. Alright, so at this point, I mean I could do something else. It's just everything white is white on this, so I feel like the interior should be white too. Give it that green tint. Alright, so this I know has the white and the tint, so I'll go ahead and use this. So modify it. Change something on it. Now we go over to the snacks. Do the service vehicle merge glitch. So open the snacks and now I'm gonna join. So this is the part where for PlayStation you would join Anahuac. I'm not sure for any other system, but I'm gonna go ahead and join Anahuac so I get 3 alerts. And I'm gonna slow accept them. So about like an alert will pop up. I'll count to 3, accept it, same, so on and so forth. Now for the third one, it's less about counting. You can hear the like bum 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 as you kind of go up into the sky, and after that third one is when I will accept that alert. So go ahead and do that now. So there's my first alert. Second alert, and now you can kind of hear in the background like this. Perfect. Now I can move around with this map. So I like to keep these cars. It doesn't really matter. I just know that these both will show interior. So like this one shows it the most. So I'll use this. Your map's glitched out. Just hit right on the D-pad. So you kind of back up, and then you're just gonna join the person again. But it's like I'll just use Anahuac again right now. Same thing as far as the alerts. I'm just gonna slow accept them and wait for the 3 like camera backing up of that third or third alert. And now when you come back in, your car will be merged to the service car. Just kind of walk away. Boy, I gotta say, this paint is like fire. Like, I don't care what it's on, it looks so good. Like the black secondary with the matching wheels, white interior. I might like buy this car and keep it. I don't know. This car holds secondary and primary like really well. It matches all the way down to the trunk. Dang, I don't know. It's a good looking car. Alright, so now at this point, I'm going to open up my computer to use Netcut to transfer the interior and all of that stuff onto this car for free. Oh yeah, the window tint as well. I think this one, yes, has got the windows. So just a moment here. I'm just going to hang out here in front of the car. Let me just fire this up. If I can open the damn computer. Gotta say, I also appreciate somebody viewing. I wasn't even this prepared because I honestly didn't expect anybody to be currently watching this. So just a moment. All right. Again, I do apologize. Just bear with me here. It's also my second time doing this streaming thing, so I'm kind of new to it as well. Alright, finally. So, okay. Alright, so let me just open it up here. Password. Alright, so I guess I assume if you're watching this at some point you plan on doing this yourself. So now at this point, once I've got Netcut, like the website pulled up here, I'm just looking at where it shows network users, and then I see so I have my PS5 pinned so that it stays at the top because I got like a bunch of stuff on the Wi-Fi. So once it's pinned, you can see it says controllable must be tested. So I'm just going to drag that. Even though I'm in an invite only like session or whatever, it's not going to bother that at all. So I'm going to drag it to managing, and that's going to test the speed. You get it set up, just waiting for it to stop testing. Now see. Alright, so now I'm going to wait in front of the car so that I'm ready where it says purchase vehicle. And now as soon as I drag this back over to managing, that's where I'm going to go through these next steps here. So I'm going to purchase it, save it to a garage, and save it where my magic slot is, and then accept it to override it. And then at that point, I'm going to quickly, while I'm doing that, go into story mode, and then I guess we'll go from there. But you do have to be kind of quick